Hello, and welcome back to SFU's Fairtrade web series. This video will give you a general overview of who all the major fair trade organizations are in Canada, and exactly what they do. SFU is committed to being a model for community sustainability, demonstrating leadership through support of fair trade and advocating for ethical purchasing practices throughout the university community. As part of this, in 2015, SFU started the first Fair Trade Ambassador group in Canada. The group quickly transformed into SFU Fair Trade, which is an official campus club, is supervised by an SFU staff member, and is led by a new cohort of Fair Trade Ambassadors every year. The group engages with students on topics in fair trade, organizes campus-wide awareness events, and connects students with the fair trade community off campus. SFU Fair Trade also works with ancillary services on a number of fair trade-related initiatives, including funding 2 students every year to go on annual origin trips, which bring Canadians on educational tours to meet the producers of fair trade co-ops in the Global South. In addition to SFU Fair Trade, there are 4 other fair trade designated campuses in BC, including UBC, UVic, Capilano, and UNBC. Fairtrade Vancouver is the closest fair trade towns group to SFU. They are a volunteer group that acts as the steering committee for the City of Vancouver's Fair Trade Town designation. In addition to ensuring that the City of Vancouver maintains its designation, the group also runs fair trade events and campaigns targeted to businesses, institutions, nonprofits, and the general public. SFU students can become a part of Fairtrade Vancouver by applying for campus liaison positions. These positions are available to post-secondary students who want to connect their campus to the broader fair trade community. The Canadian Fair Trade Network is a national non-profit organization that works to connect Canadians to fair trade nationwide and aims to empower Canadians to take action and make a positive global impact. Simon Fraser University works with the CFTN very closely and partnered with them to host the 2018 Canadian National Fair Trade Conference in Vancouver. The AQCE is a reference agency for fair trade in Quebec. The AQCE's mission is to implement the values and principles of fair trade and support members in the form of education and awareness of fair trade principles, issues, and impacts, promoting and supporting the marketing of fair trade products, consultations about fair trade, and mobilization of political and economic decision-making bodies. The AQCE technically works out of Quebec, but all fair trade programs in Canada are managed by the AQCE, Fair Trade Canada, and the CFTN, so you might hear about them, even in BC. Fairtrade Canada is a non-profit certification organization that represents Fairtrade International at the Canadian level. Fairtrade Canada is a non-profit fair trade certification organization that represents Fairtrade International at the Canadian level. Fairtrade Canada licenses Canadian companies to use the fair trade certification marks on their products. As a part of that, these companies must abide by a strict set of standards. Most products that are acceptable under the Fairtrade Campus designation must be from retailers who are licensed by Fairtrade Canada to carry the Fairtrade International mark. Other countries also have large certification organizations like Fairtrade Canada, such as Fairtrade America and the Fair Trade Foundation in the UK. Fairtrade International is the umbrella organization for the Fairtrade International logo across the world. It's the parent body for organizations like Fairtrade Canada, the Fair Trade Foundation, and all other organizations that license retailers to carry the Fair Trade mark on their products. Fairtrade International's mission is to connect producers and consumers by promoting fairer trading conditions and empowering producers to combat poverty and take more control over their lives. Although Fairtrade International is based out of Europe, there still may be opportunities to connect with representatives from the organization at Canada's National Fair Trade Conference every year. Here's where the extra layer comes in. Fairtrade Canada licenses Canadian retailers to put the Fair Trade mark on their products. But producer co-ops in the Global South also have to be certified to participate under the Fair Trade label. To do this, Fairtrade International uses a third-party organization called FlowCert to audit producer cooperatives and ensure that they also are meeting the standards guaranteed by the label. FlowCert operates in more than 120 countries. FlowCert determines which cooperatives can be certified as fair trade, so that traders and retailers in Canada can buy products from those cooperatives and sell them to you here. The organizations I just went over are major organizations that you're probably going to run into if you get involved in the fair trade movement. I hope I was able to give you a general overview of what these organizations do. If you want more information about the Fair Trade Ambassador Program or fair trade programs in general, you can watch more of our videos in our video archives on YouTube. If you want more information about what we do here at SFU Fair Trade, you can visit our website at www.sfu.ca/fairtrade.